This is what $15 of happiness look like. A fog light with LED lens with a black and red wire, which is ground, and red for positive. And you also get angel eyes, which is really neat in my opinion. Also with its red and black ground cable. Here's how I install them. First, I'm going to measure the size of the lens or the fog light. In this case, I'm working with a 2.5 inch diameter, meaning I'm going to make the cutout slightly smaller. 2.25 will work just fine. Now to make that cutout, I picked up a hole saw kit, which will be down in the description below, along with the fog lights. Alright, let's get cutting. But before we do, we have to measure twice and cut once. So we're going to find the center and make our opening. Now you're going to want to remove the sharp edges from the hole saw attachment, and I'm going to do so using a sharp razor blade. And this is the basic idea, making that cutout slightly smaller so the light fits nice and tight. And we'll be installing a bracket that came with the light, but we're going to have to remove the bumper for that. So let's tap into that next. Here's the bracket that came with the light. I'm going to have to make one tiny modification to it to make it work. I'm going to drill one more hole in the bracket and then line it up with the two mounting points on the bumper. Here's the hole I made, and the way it's going to fit in there is like this. Just going to slide it in there, and the fog light does come with a cap that you can remove. So once I put that bracket in there, I'm going to take the cap, just light it in place and tighten it all the way down. And I'm going to add 2 screws to the 2 mounting points on the bumper. Very important, make sure the screws you use are not too long, otherwise you'll drill through your bumper. It actually happened to me and I had to go find shorter screws. Now I don't know about you, but the way these turned out looked like they came from factory. Now what we have to do is just figure out the power situation. And again, these fog lights do power on independently, meaning you can have the angel eyes on and the lens is off, and vice versa. So a couple different ways to go about the wiring. It all depends on how you want the fog lights to work. In this case, what I'm gonna do is have the angel eyes hooked up to my side markers, meaning when I do the first turn on the headlight stalk, it'll turn on the angel eyes. If I do a second turn, it'll turn on the headlights. So first click, angel eyes, second click headlights along with the lenses. This here is my side marker plug, and I'm going to tap into the third prong or the first one, whichever way you look at it. It'll be a red wire and it'll power up my angel eyes. As for my lenses, I'm going to tap into low beam power, which will be a red wire coming from the headlight plug. And let's not forget the ground connection, which I tapped into the chassis. At this point, we're ready to do the exact same procedure on the opposite side. As far as powering the second fog light, I'm going to do a parallel connection, which means the first light feeds power to the second light. And that's it, you're all done. Just put your bumper back on, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More mods to come. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.